Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Atlanta & Company. I'm Christine Pilara. So glad to be with you this morning. With the start of spring just around the corner, it is the perfect time to recharge your creative mind. For the 15th year in a row, the original Sewing and Quilt Expo is returning to the Gwinnett Center in Duluth. The event is this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's 3 days of nonstop fun for beginners and pros alike. And joining me this morning to talk more about it is Rachel Faber from Discover Sewing and Brother Sewing Machines. Welcome to you.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Of course, I love seeing all of this beautiful stuff.
Isn't it inspiring?
It's very inspiring. And tell us about your family business, Discover Sewing.
My family's been in the sewing machine business for 25 years. We opened our latest store in Sandy Springs in 2007. We opened a brand new store last year in Duluth, just a couple blocks from where the expo is being held. I'm also in the business with my brother Mark and my mom and dad, of course.
Great. And what's happening in sewing these days? Kind of tell us what's going on, what's gaining popularity.
Project Runway has really kind of caused a resurgence of sewing. When I say that, everybody's like, I watch Project Runway.
Yeah.
And sewing doesn't have to be hard. It's no rules. Just be creative and put it together. You don't have to cut perfectly. You don't have to sew perfectly anymore.
Yeah, and I imagine also just with the way our economy has been the last few years, that people are trying to find ways to cut costs, save money. So maybe they think after the initial investment in a machine, then you're making your own clothes for the family. And
absolutely, we have a lot of customers that have started their own embroidery businesses.
Wow.
And making beautiful things and making money at it as well.
That's great. And it looks like you have a terrific assortment of projects here. So can all of these things right here be made on machines?
Yes, they can.
Unbelievable.
All made by talented people. Some of these things are going to be actually made by made in classes at the expo this year. First thing we have is the Brother 2800D has some really special features. It's sewing, but it also embroiders. Brother is the only sewing machine company that has a license to Disney embroidery design, so that's a big deal.
I see Mickey there on that towel. My daughter would be going crazy.
It does large embroidery designs, and it has USB capabilities, so you can do your work right on your computer and slide it in the machine, and you're ready to go.
Okay, wait, back up.
Yeah.
Forgive my sewing ignorance here. Say that again.
So you could type in, say if you're doing a monogram, type it on your computer, save it to a USB stick, and it's right in the machine, and the machine does the rest for you.
Okay, that is just too cool. And let's talk about these quilts behind me.
Incredible.
These are just exquisite. And this is an actual quilt because we have the backing here, and this is just the top of one. So tell me about these, how these are made.
This quilt is actually an all-day class at the expo on Wednesday. You'll be, it's called...
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Inside Out Double Wedding Ring.
Okay.
And it takes a kind of an old-fashioned hand look feather stitch, but the machine does the work for you.
Wow.
Takes all the guesswork out of it.
Unbelievable,
and there's actually still room for in that class for Wednesday.
Okay.
This one is one of the faculty exhibits that'll be on display at the expo. There's all kinds of exhibits, fashion shows, and make it, take it, so you can try out as well.
Oh, terrific. And what are you seeing? What are the trends these days?
Cute things. So we have lots of children's garments here. We did some, these are called button-ups, where you embroider the little buttons and just embellish.
Right.
People want cute, they want easy. At the expo, Ellen March, which is the editor of Sew News magazine. Right. And she has a new show on PBS called Sew It All. She'll be there to do some stage shows as well. So people are really getting back into sewing, and we're seeing sewing on TV again.
I love the fact that we were talking about how some of these things, for instance, this right here, this is just a regular shirt that you could get at Target, at Babies R Us, but you have the capability at home. You buy the basic shirt, and you can put the applique on. What a difference it makes in the trim and the skirt, right? I mean, so you can get the basic material and then just throw that up, and it really jazzes it up and gives it a different look. And let's face it, if you have girls at home, as I do. I didn't know they could become so opinionated at the age of 2.5 about what they want to wear. This stuff she would love to put on. Anything that kind of makes it, you know, just personalizes it.
Special.
And makes it special, absolutely. And tell me about this machine. What in the world is that?
This is a serger, and actually Brother is providing machines for the classroom at the expo. So what they've done is if you purchase one of the classroom machines, you're also going to get the serger. The serger seams the edge, finishes off, and cuts it all at once. So if you look at your store-bought garments, those are all put together in a serger. It's kind of like a microwave for a cook.
Wow.
You can't live without it. So we're giving it away for free at the expo.
Terrific.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what else can people do there? Tell me all the different things. If I want to go on one of the days, I'm going to walk in and be able to go to classes. Give us the kind of rundown.
There's an incredibly awesome exhibitor hall that has lots of different vendors, and all the sewing machines will be set up so you can try them out. You can find any gadget you would need to finish a project and just get inspired.
Absolutely. And what booth are you going to be at? So we
I'm
want
going
to
to be
find
in
you.
booth 322.
322. Okay, we'll look you up. We'll
Yep.
find you. Thank you so much.
Thanks
This
for
is
having
just
me.
fabulous. It's always great having you guys here. We appreciate it. And remember, the original Sewing and Quilt Expo is March 10th, 11th, and 12th. That's 3 days at the Gwinnett Center. For more information, please call 699-6309 or simply log on to sewingexpo.com.